So, as you guys know, you've seen my video about it snowing up here in the mountain house. One of the downsides to our current setup, because we don't have access to the shop, so we don't have places to store stuff, we don't have room to bring the mule inside. So it's been outside. And so what that means is it gets covered in snow and the cup holders get full of water. So you might say, well, Tasha, how come you didn't cover it with a tarp, right? I mean, that completely makes sense. That is absolutely a logical question. And in retrospect, I should have, but I didn't. And so now I have figured out, I didn't want still water to sit in the cup holders of the mule. And I'm like, I could stick a rag in there and get my hands all nice and wet with ice cold water. No. This Twinful Twin had frostbite when I was 12 because I decided to go sledding with my cousins at 9 o'clock at night in a blizzard with Angora gloves. Not the finest moment in my life. But that being said, I am extremely resistant to my hands getting cold because they don't respond well to the cold. So, me, in all my brilliance, was like, how could I get this water out of here without having to get my hands all cold? The baster. Oh my god, the brilliance! My twins, it is astounding. So this is me getting all the water out of the cup holders and covering my lovely machine, my poor little beaten, tattered, struggling, flat-tired, battery draining, incredibly helpful. I am so grateful for my mule, by the way. She's been through so much. She is such a beast. And I regret not covering her before the last snowstorm. But guess what? There's another one. Because everything in my life happens in twos. Welcome to being a twin. So I am in the process of taking care of my baby. I'm getting all the snow that's on her right now. And I have a brand new tarp with a bunch of bungee cords. And I am going to get her all covered up so she's protected from the next storm. And God willing, she won't fill up with water. Pretty sure that's the goal. Anyways, life at the mountain house. Joe's still in the hospital. We have no idea when he's coming home. He hasn't talked to his doctor yet. He went back in last night, in case you hadn't seen that post. So, I will catch up with you guys again soon. Bye. So, is it okay to say epic fail? I'm trying to get my mule covered before the storm comes. And clearly that tarp isn't big enough. This one, on the other hand, is twice the size. Yeah, I think we might be able to work with that. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here she is, all wrapped up. What I did was I took the front end of the tarp. I made it long ways going over the top. That's what I screwed up on at first. So you'll see in the time lapse where I had to spin it. But then I took 3 bungee cords and I took one of them and did under the front tires. And then, or actually I started with the back. So it goes all the way under the carriage of the mule. And then to tie down the center part, which I think I might have to do another loop on this, tighten it a little bit more. But to tighten it down in the center so it didn't flop all over, the third bungee is pulling the two sides in. I'm less concerned about the floor of the mule. If that gets wet, muddy, whatever, it's fine. But you saw I have like a rotting seat that's got foam exposed. So I'd prefer for that not to continue to rot. Well, I want the cup holders covered. I just don't want a big old huge pile of snow on my mule. Because on Sunday, as we all know, Sunday is trash day. And I need it functional, and hopefully by then I'll be strong enough to do my own trash. Thank you to Mr. Neil for handling trash for us, my neighbor, handling trash for us last week. Anyways, so all wrapped up. Just got the plug so the battery doesn't drain. I'm just gonna tighten down the edges a little bit more, and I think we're ready for the storm for the mule. Now I'm gonna take you over to give you a little bit of tour of some of the other winterizing stuff that I'm learning. I'm learning. I've never owned a mountain house before, but it has been my dream, and I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. Remember, Tasha, this is what you wanted. So, winterizing. Yeah, I'll give you a little tour. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. It's kind of crazy how the clouds are going different directions right now, but hopefully you got a good feel for the storm that's rolling in. The wind is starting to pick up, and there's a whole bunch of clouds over there that are starting to roll this way. It's pretty chilly out, but it's crazy because our house is like nowhere near airtight, and so when the wind starts to pick up, especially when it's going really, really hard, we have the vent above the range rattled really loud. And then they actually have a crawl space door that's in our entryway that is latched all funky. So it bangs as well. This house is extremely noisy in a storm. And so when Joe isn't in the hospital and I'm not recovering from major surgery, we will be working on figuring out a way to solve that. The bang, 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 bang. So we'll see as the wind picks up if I can capture that for you guys. What's really funny is it actually sounds like somebody's knocking at the front door when the crawl space door starts to bang. And so the dogs go crazy. Man, it is an adventure during the winter here at the mountain house. So anyways, that's your update on the storm. I will keep you informed. So first stop on the tour is where does all the outside stuff go? Into the mudroom. A nice little drain. So I neglected to bring the cushions in before the last storm, so they were completely soaked. They have been in here now drying, and there's Coco being. Hi, Coco. Say hi to the twins, Coco. Say hello. Yeah. And there's Binks. Hi, Binks. Hi, buddy. And that's my dryer going off. And so we bring in all the cushions and we take up all the chairs. Now, those tables are tile on top, the little pup tables that we have. And so we do keep those outside. They're heavy. Yeah. So maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Should I bring in Should I bring in the tile tables? Good question. So that is our river of bark because there is no bend board around this flower bed along the concrete side. And so when it rains really hard, it floods and it sends the bark over there. Oh, lovely. So I need to get some more bender board to fix that. And you'll see none of the chairs that we normally have around the pool are out because they're all stacked right there with all our other outside toys. Woo, it is windy and cold. Storms are coming, storms are coming. Yay. Oh boy. The sun is going down, the twinkle lights are on, the wind is blowing. It's looking pretty ominous out there. Ooh, it is cold. Cold, cold, cold. I wonder if we're still gonna get snow. I don't know. Do not know. I wanted you to see the sky. You can hear the wind blowing. Oh gosh, crazy. It's so exciting. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Make it a great night.